I think like one guy sets up the stream and the other guy hits go on the stream. So it's complicated. There we are.
Hey, we're here. Let's go.
We got it. It was Tom Sabo. You guys know it was Tom Sabo. It was group effort. We got the stream back. Everyone was out there. Yeah, we had to go fix the line that Tom Sabo hit. We were all out there with our guys. Somebody had to plug it in here. Somebody had to plug it in over there. Did you get in a trade?
Yeah, so I'm long at 374.75.
With room to add.
And we're going to add on the way down 350, 325, 300.
See, we're still going. Even when the stream's down, stuff's still happening back here. We kept it going for y'all. Oh, do us a favor, though, because now we have to start the likes over. So, you know the drill. Hit the likes.
Let's see what we're up to. Got a new 15-minute candle right now. We're at 43 likes. We can do better than that, guys. Let's get it up to 100 real fast before you can even blink. All right, I'm tagged in on my ad here.
Now let's get a bounce. Come on, Nazi. Let's do it.
Just bounce it for us.
And this is the previous day low area on the ES, so that can be a good little spot. It did already bounce it before, but yeah, why not again?
We're also at a 5-minute trend line here. One of those famous trend lines.
Izzy Lizzy? Izzy Lizzy? Yeah, I get you. Are you on X, formerly known as Twitter? Yes.
Yeah. Methodical Man.
People would like to, yeah, so that they can search Methodical Man on there. Search it up, as the youth say.
Methodical Man is on Twitter. Here, Methodical Man.
I am too.
He shall drop his link in the chat.
I'll post nothing and then I'll post a lot. So that's what you're waiting for. I forgot I have it. Yeah, I forgot I had it until we just talked about it.
I definitely
might post later.
Yeah, we don't post anything. Hardly ever. I don't even know how do you even get your link? That's how.
So you gotta just tell them your @ My @ is literally Bull Barbie, so that's easy. But I was on MySpace. I can't believe they went and deleted my MySpace.
My @ is a wild name, so I don't quite know how. How do I do this?
So you should search it.
I don't know how to do it. I'm lost.
We're way too boomer over here.
Yeah, I have no clue. Normally you just got like a share or whatever kind of tab.
All this just because we need NASDAQ to move a little higher. The problem is we're at that time of day where it's, oversold but bullish. So what's it going to do? But I like how you're in the kind of the lower side of this trend line. That's what I was trading earlier as we were coming on the stream. But I took profits right before we switched over. I was literally just bouncing the little bull flaggy guy on the 5-minute chart for ES.
Yeah, just methodical _ man. That's all you got to do. Fine. You can look me up. Just see me with a Georgia hat on and some glasses chilling at the pool. That's all I'm doing.
My MySpace was a mess, though. It was if you think of a ridiculous MySpace, that was it. And I had some guy that I actually met locally, and then I connected with him on MySpace, and he thought that my account was fake, and he didn't think it was really me. He's like, "Oh, oops, I ignored that." It's like, no, that was me.
Here's my picture. Look at me with no beard. Perfect.
How would we recognize you, since that's the main part of your face we see anyway?
Like, who is that guy? I'm from North Georgia, just outside of Athens. Athens, GA, born and raised. Born and raised here. So as I was saying earlier, I am kind of trying something new here. So, if this loses, I mean, you know, what am I going to do? I'm trying something new.
You're
So,
gonna blame it on somebody else.
yeah, at least got to blame
Who'd
them.
you learn that from?
Yeah. So right
How
now
did your pre-orb go this morning?
it won. Yeah, it won.
Let's go.
You can see we just popped straight up out of the orb here. The first
That's like
wick,
9 for 10, right?
it's 9 for
Pretty big.
11. Yep.
9 for 11.
72 points on the first rip. 72
Let's
points.
go.
So nice and clean. Yeah,
You
9
might
for
be picking
11.
up on that kind of order on open deal there.
Yeah, I mean, it's working really nice for a 2R. Today the 2R was 36 points. So it actually went 4R today or somewhere in there. So I only took 1R out of it today because it went so fast I didn't have time to move anything. So unfortunate, but it is what it is. Can I go to a
You
city
guys
council
remember to hit
meeting,
the like?
lower the housing cost? Yeah, I'll go there. I'm going to trade. I'm going to go and tell them, listen, everyone needs to take a loss on their property. Okay.
If you hit the like, right?
Guys, we just hit the target there. Let's go. Let's go.
Ooh,
Hit the target there. The only thing
very nice.
I'm not sure about, like when you DCA in, do you keep the original targets? I don't know. I need to ask that because like I moved it down to 375 and it had the average at 360 something. But I wonder if you're supposed to leave your first entry at its original target. That might be what we're supposed to be
I
doing
probably
there.
would.
Yeah, it would make the most sense, right? Keep the R kind of a little bigger there.
We like big R.
Yeah. So look at that. NASDAQ tested that 5-minute trend line to the pixel, as Oracle likes to say, to the pixel. So let's go. Waiting on the day I come without a hat. You know, the hair's just looking wild right now. So
But
just
do you
looking
have some?
wild.
That's what they want to know.
Yeah, I have hair. I got some hair. You guys want to see a picture of me with no hat on? Hold on, I'll show you one. Hold on, I'll show you one. Let me open my documents and hope it doesn't come on stream. You know, this is going to be the most recent picture I have without a hat. Hold on, I got to find it. Watch, it's going to be difficult to find it now. It's going to be difficult.
Of course,
Okay.
when you're on the spot.
Yeah, it's not going to let me find it. I could probably change it in another way. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see here. Can do it like this. Yeah, we can do it like this.
I keep wanting to take that same little pop like you just took and like I was taking earlier, but oh man, it's kind of looking like it's trying to eventually make a little turnaround at some point.
That's the
Getting
reason why
nervous
I'm
about
not
that.
quite sure about buying the 325 here and the 300, although it is in discount.
Like
So
those higher time frames look like they're kind of ready for a little turn down, little retracement.
I'm gonna leave the orders in there because again, you know, just trying something new here.
I like trying new things. But that's what keeps kind of keeping me out as I'm looking at these higher time frames and they're like, no, we don't need to do that right now.
Okay, I'm trying to find it. I saw a picture in here earlier. I must have went by it. You guys are gonna love this. Can never find what you're looking for when you're looking for it. We got pictures of Max as a puppy too in here. Hey, there's a random picture of Tom Sabo.
We need lots of Tom Sabo pics. We should just have a slideshow that we play. Instead of trading, we're going to just start playing the Tom Sabo slideshow.
It just runs in the background. Oh, here we go. I found it. All right, we're going to put it in my background for just a moment. Then we're going to change it again, if it'll allow me. Here it is. You guys ready? Oh, you can't see me.
Move.
This is my senior picture from high school.
I look a little bit like Marky Mark from that angle.
I can't adjust it, so sorry.
I don't think we call him Marky Mark anymore, though.
No, everybody used to tell me I used to look like Ace Ventura when he was young, so I don't know.
They're asking if I recognize the names. If y'all's names are similar, I'll remember it. If they're not, I don't know.
There we go. Everybody likes to put their car in their background, so there you go. I'm rocking the Yoda.
This is turning into an ugly candle. We ended up with a short off of that. We're getting that reversal. I saw it on NASDAQ too, and I was like, too risky.
I've got my limit long sitting there at 25. Well, it's actually at 24.75, but 25
I do see a buy imbalance there from earlier, a little bit lower, but I mean, a lot of times we react before those. That's actually where I would be booking a short. So.
Oh man, I don't want to show this picture of me. That's a rough one. I don't have a hat on, but that's pretty rough. I got to be, you know, I got to have some discretion. So I'll come on without a hat one day. There you go. There's Max when he was a puppy. We'll roll with that. What do you guys think? Max has like blue eyes. I don't know if you can tell there. This was the first time he'd ever been on grass. So
he's literally touching grass.
Puppy Max right there. Puppy Max.
Chat, how are y'all doing today? We had some really nice moves this morning, and it's gotten a little messy for this time of day, as it does. Got a couple of scalps in there. This is kind of how the rhythm is, though. I get the good moves in the morning, and then I try to pick up a couple scalps. Max, are we going long or short? What are we doing?
I think he's pissed off that I'm showing a picture of him. He's like, what is wrong with you breaking out baby pictures of me? This is not cool. You better change that immediately. That's what he's saying. So, yeah. That's what he's saying. Look at this move right back up. Man, I should have bought the 50 again, I guess. Definitely should have bought the 50. Should have bought the 50. I can't help it. I can't help it, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, thanks, Lamb.
Is there a story with the sloth or?
No, I mean, he just doesn't have kids. So I made everything with the sloth. What is the strategy? So basically in discount of a leg, you're going to buy the whole numbers. So by whole numbers, we mean 300, 325, 350, 375. In premium of the leg, you're going to sell the whole numbers. So what do you guys think? Tom's looking good in that picture, huh?
I like the picture I have of Tom, but
he's looking good.
More for casual Fridays, you know. You'll have to go find Friday stream for that, or if y'all get the likes up to more than the viewers.
All right, so we're pushing back up. Man, we rejected off that 400 level a couple of times there. I
just found what you were laughing at.
So let's see. Do I take the 425 short again? I guess so. Kind of scary to take that again up there, you know?
It is, but the higher time frames are starting to show more short, or that they're ready for a short, I guess is what I should say. It's not like we're really going for that gap.
Yeah, I don't really got that expansion.
If we make a move lower here, we're putting in a lower high instead of going for the gap. That's the opposite of being bullish for the gap. That probably is why the bulls are trying to bring it up here to break through that swing high, but we'll see.
I'm gonna show you guys a picture of my first car. Check it out. 1970 Pontiac Le Mans. I don't know if you can see it all that well, but there it is. She's a beaut with the pinch sides. She's a beaut.
My first car is in my video from last week.
One day, if you work hard, you too could have one of those cars. If you work hard. So, yeah, guys, I know it's probably a little weird. I got so many pictures of Tom. It's just, you know, What are you going to do? He's a fun guy.
You just don't want to show the special folder of pictures that I've sent you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I can't open that one. Can't open that one. For sure. Are we going to get tagged in here? Let's see. Here, I'll show you guys my son from Halloween. How about that? Oh, can't see him.
It's apparently show and tell day.
Yeah, why not? I'm just going through the pictures, you know. I don't know what to do. Just going through the photos. That's what happens when I start digging through the pictures. At least I'm not talking about food. Speaking of food, no, I'm just kidding. Speaking of food, the hunger is real. No, I'm not too bad today. Hey guys, we did make a new low today. We're 268.6 today.
Oof.
So, man, that 400 play might have been the play again there. Yeah, the goal is to get down to 250 before March. So that's what we're trying to do. 250. You guys think it's possible? 20 pounds? I guess 18 pounds? Probably possible. We're going to give it a go. All right, I'm trying to find the beach picture again so I can put it back up there. It disappeared on me. Otherwise, we just got to, you know, go with something random. Yeah, that 400 level there. Let's see if it would have hit 375 because, like, so that would have been another play, right? Taking the short off 400, targeting 375. I just thought that since it's hit a couple of times already, maybe it might not be the best idea to try it again. But it looks like it might, I don't know, bouncing off those EMAs. So we'll see. Did you have your orb bot on today or no?
I did for just I just been playing the first one. I decided to get in my first car. This is the first car I ever bought. Isn't it pretty? It's the inside.
What is this?
It's so good. That's my first car. I spent $700 on this beauty.
Let me see if I can figure out what it is. Is that a Mustang? What'd you say it is?
It's a 66 Mustang.
Yeah, I thought it was a Mustang, yeah.
I can't prove it, but the story is it had 1 million miles on it. I believe it.
Maybe.
So yeah, I've just been playing the first break of the orb, and it was not good to me this morning. So it took us, it immediately took the long on ES, stopped out. That was like a full stop out. I have it set up to where we get a lot of break even stops. We didn't get that one. And then the NASDAQ long triggered in, and we waited and waited and waited. It got the break even stop trailed, and then it trailed out at that break even stop. So nice. A win and a loss and a scratch. No wins today.
Hey, that happens. And like the day after a bank holiday and a 300-point move overnight, like that's what I'm telling you. I'm noticing that, like, you know, you can almost tell in these orb plays, or at least get an idea or a feel for it, whether or not they're going to work, you know? So got this flying around me.
I thought I just heard something. That was weird.
I swatted at my microphone. I swatted at my microphone. Yeah. Oh, you heard my phone buzz. Okay. I got a text message. Yeah. I got a text message. So
we got some congrats. Hopefully we'll play balloons or confetti.
Who won? Let's see. The visual explainer and Piranha's Club. Are you
better be here?
And Ascent, Jera44, Chris, whatever.
That's why I'm on confetti. Confetti or balloons. You can read them.
Nikki NQ, let's go. I like that name.
Confetti and balloons, my favorite.
Outside, confetti and balloons falling from the sky when you're in the pasture. So down there in the holler, is that what they call it? Is that a holler down there? I don't know. Is that what they call a holler? It
might be. I don't know.
I have no clue.
That seems like it's not a very Texas thing.
Probably not. The
We're
valley.
probably over here yonder.
We'll call it the valley. That's you, Nikki and Q? All right, let's go. Congrats. Let's see. This thing might hit the 75. It pulled back to 81, so it didn't quite get to the target yet on that 400 level retest there. I mean, the fact that it didn't get to the target, I mean, I guess I could take it. Or maybe that's not a good sign. All right, I'm going to take it. Why not? I mean, what do we got to lose, right?
Some money.
Money, that's it. So I'm in from 400 here, looking for a 375 retest. And then we'll DCA in 425, 450. You get the deal there. But that's a really good reaction right there. Yeah. So you're not supposed to move the stop on these plays, which is very difficult for me because when I'm up 20 points, I don't want
you might have to make your own version.
Yeah, I don't want it to like come back and stop me. So, but for now, while we're testing it, let's just see what happens. How are we doing on the likes there, Barbie?
I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed. I think we can do better.
87 likes, guys, and we got 178 watching. Come on, guys. Let's get it going. It's free. It's easy. Hit the like button. Let's go. We're testing out a new strategy in front of you guys. You never know. Could be good, could be bad. So
I like it because it's putting you a little bit more my style, which is buying the lows of the trends and not selling the highs of them.
I like to say the saying that I like to use is sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit. Are we allowed to say that on here? I don't know. Better to ask for forgiveness than permission, I heard. We are just crossed over 1206. I didn't even realize. How do you sell the strategy? I'm going to package it into a course and I'm going to sell it to you guys. $1.99. $1.99. Don't get it confused. Not $199, $1.99. No, I'm kidding. If you guys ever see me selling a course, I want you to take me out back and you know what? Beat me in the face. So
everyone always asks me about a course and I'm like, well, the videos are all free on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll never sell a course.
I organize them in playlists. There's your course.
I hesitate to say never, but yeah, I'll never do it. So you first, Rocky Mountain. Oh, goodness. You need a chicken dinner, Debba Deep. Let's go. See, that's kind of scary right there, how that just pushed down to the 380 again. I mean, it's holding the 2-minute 9 and the 2-minute 21. And yeah, it's a little, I don't know, a little scary looking, but we'll keep it on here and see what happens.
Right back to that 400. Otherwise, we're probably going to head up and test these highs. It was more fun when the highs were 420, but yeah.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, Barbie's videos are always free. Always free. You don't have to pay for it. Karen stepping in. Not those kind. Calm down, man. Calm down. Step aside. Take a breath. So. All right, ES is kind of holding the 90. I'm kind of leaning towards liking the longs here, to be honest. But we're going to hold true. We're going to hold it.
Well, you can get in a long. You just have to wait for it to come down first, right?
Exactly. Very good point. Very valid point. It's kind of making a bit of a bull flag here. So this is where I struggle because, like, if it doesn't hit the target right here on this next push down, I mean, I would be very, very. I think I'm probably going to move my stop in if we break back below the low of this candle again at 82. It's like, even though you're not supposed to, I'm going to use a little bit of common sense here. Like, that should hit the target now. And if it doesn't, do I really want to be involved in it?
Here we go. I see your point, Mandy. I do.
Let's go.
People aren't marketing those courses though.
Let's go. What did Mandy say? I got to read it.
That if somebody's going to take the effort to put together a course, you might as well charge for it. It's just there's a lot of very empty courses for a lot of money out there.
Very good point, Mandy. And I want to put this out there. Most people who make courses, now not everybody, but most people hire a company to make the course for them. So they're not necessarily putting in effort. They're really just paying somebody to do it to make money, right? I'm not.
Well, it's a marketing machine. There's a marketing department and there's a program. So what you're talking about, like the pure, just somebody who wants to do it for the love of it, that's very rare.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And I see nothing wrong with courses because here's the thing. There's two different types of people. There's the type of people who want stuff given to them, and there's the type of people who go out and find it. If you're a person who wants everything packaged and kind of just put in front of you and given to you, nothing wrong with that at all. And if that course helps you, that's perfectly fine. I'm just saying that everything's out there for free on the internet if you want to find it. That's all. So
yeah. That is the nice thing. I mean, it's a luxury if someone puts it all together. It's just in finance in particular, there's so many scams and so many empty promises. It's really hard to find those.
Now, do we buy the 350 here? What do you guys think? I don't like.
I almost think it could go down to 300 or 320. That's the problem.
Well, that's what I'm looking at here. Yeah, I don't like how we broke structure on the 5-minute. I think 325 might be a better buy. Actually, 300 probably be an excellent buy, kind of like what you're talking about.
That would be my first spot and add.
Yeah, that's a deep in discount. So, man, it is crazy how much these 25-point winners add up, though. I'm up $1,090. I think when I started doing this, I was at like 805. So just a couple $100 in a couple trades, not bad. So not too bad.
We're kind of bouncing off that VWAP on ES. It should be the intraday, isn't it? Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
So
what you're saying is I should have bought the 50. That's what you're saying.
Well, my spot was 320, so.
Oh, well, you do have all these kind of, I mean, you have this kind of zone here, right?
Yeah.
This little zone. So we just kind of tapped into that. You think a couple of, I mean, what has this got? 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth test. Probably not the smartest to buy the fourth test when you do have this zone just a little bit lower there. Maybe probably could just use it a little, use this area better. And that one aligns with our VWAP as well. So probably.
And there should also be an imbalance on ES down to like 75.
Is there? Let me see. There is. Indeed. So I don't know. Maybe if we pull back into the 325s, I'll give it a whirl since it is just above the VWAP.
Well, I'm pickier than you are at this time of day, so that's why I would rather take no trade and wait for that picky spot than get a few hits in. So this is just kind of a different style here, but I like just seeing if it makes that full deal.
I'm kind of leaning towards maybe liking the shorts a little bit better if we can get the push back into the highs. I think maybe they make a little more sense, but buying the dips here also I think is fine. Again, so what you would do 25, 300, 75, and then your stop would be at like 58.5, somewhere in there. So you go 3 levels and then you're going to be looking to get stopped out. You don't want to get stopped out, but if it gets through 3 levels, that kind of is your sign. So again, something new. We're just trying it out. Seems to be, like that's the thing with anything new. One of the things that I struggle with something new is like if it clashes with another strategy that I know works, right?
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I struggle with sometimes. So
sometimes those are just not the strategy for you, but I'm actually liking it because every time we're kind of counter, it's because I'm waiting for something to kind of get cheaper or more expensive for my entry.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And it works out for you though, because you make those quick little hits inside of some of the moves that I'm looking for.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. 10 points on NQ. I mean, that's, that could be a split second sometimes. So especially with a very high ATR. ATR today is 25 points. Earlier this morning, we were at a 50-point ATR on the 2-minute, which is
Yeah. You know
insane.
what? Rands has put it right here. Market is not marketing.
Yeah, for sure.
This happens when you start getting mixed signals, and that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the higher time frames doing one thing and the lower time frames doing another, and then we're starting to get a little bit of NASDAQ separating from ES a little bit. NASDAQ's looking more bearish to me than ES is.
And we're also
It
kind of
has
in
a better
like,
setup for a short.
we're in kind of like a 100-point idiot box here. If you look at the 5-minute, I mean, it's a pretty big idiot box on the NASDAQ.
It's pretty big even for Tom Sabo.
Yeah, definitely. So I didn't even see you move back inside.
Yeah, real quick. Seeing if you're paying attention.
Had to get in there with a heater. Or you got the air
You know how it
conditioner
is.
on today. One of those two. Who has above 10K lifetime payouts on MFFU? Everyone gets 10K, Raphael. I have no idea. I don't know what my payouts are on MyFundedFutures, to be honest. I have no clue. Maybe I should.
I don't either, but that's because I haven't organized tax stuff yet. We're about to find out.
Yeah, the good old taxes. We don't even talk about that. That's I hate that. Like, if you're talking about one thing I hate in life, taxes.
Yeah, well, that's what I have to postpone that because I'm still finishing up some property tax stuff right now. And then we move on to income tax.
I heard that if you move to the Philippines, it's just 4% federal tax. I don't know. Is that true? Any tax professionals in here? 4%. That's it. So 4 ticks. There you go, Donald. You have the answer. 4 ticks. That's pretty solid. If you can't get at least 4 ticks, I mean, what are we doing? So what are we doing? Abhishek's been trading. I think he's in his 10th year of trading. He still considers himself a newbie, but yeah, he's been trading 10 years. Obviously, that's a joke.
I was about to say, are these made up facts?
Yeah, I found that on Google. I just Googled a random person, Abhishek. You go to a funeral, did he? That sucks, man. Sorry to hear that. Those are not anything anyone wants to do, right? You heard it's Abhishek's birthday?
Happy birthday, Abhishek.
Again? He's had like 7 birthdays since I started.
Well, we just got to keep celebrating. Got confetti and balloons for that. The camera knows.
So many birthdays. And also, not to mention,
on the internet.
Every time he's called in sick, his grandma died. He's called in sick like 6 times. His grandma passed away 6 times. So I did have a boss tell me that one time. He was like, this is like the 3rd time your grandmother died. And I'm like, well, you know, you can't have more than one, right? You can have a stepdad. You can have a step family. That's still your grandmother. You know, that kind of deal. He actually asked me for the obituary, which I thought was incredibly rude. So he did apologize when I produced it, but still. I was like, here it goes. Here you go, buddy. So let me see. 100 ticks is 25 points, I think, right? Yeah, on InQ.
That should be right.
Because I keep putting it on there manually and then adding. Oh, I put a sell on there. That wouldn't be good. Good thing I noticed it. Throw down a sell when it needs to be a buy. I've never done that before. Not once. So, oh, he's got monthly and weekly birthdays. I didn't know. I didn't know that's how it went.
Yeah, like if you're born on a Tuesday, then every Tuesday is your birthday.
That could be true.
That's how it works.
Or if you're born on any day that ends in Y, could be your birthday too. Maybe that's a thing. I'm not sure. He's 240 years old. Let's go.
We're 240 birthdays old.
One or the other. Some people say that you're actually already 10 months old when you're born. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Well, I think people can't count very well when they're trying to decide 9 months versus 10 months on pregnancy, but that's okay because everyone thinks that there's 4 weeks in a month, but there's 28 days in 4 weeks, and most months have 30 or 31 days. So that's not actually how it works. Plus, the first 2 weeks don't even count at all because you weren't there. So it's 9 months. Anyway, that is a good argument.
Is it 4.2 weeks in a month? I don't even know the average, and something like that.
Yeah, I did the math, and I'm going to hold my 9-month thing.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Doesn't matter to me. I just know pregnancy is normally 40 weeks, right? So that's 10 months. That's what they say. 40 weeks is full term. I don't know where they determine the start. I'm just saying.
They start at 2 weeks before pregnancy.
Ah, there we go. Yes, I have no idea.
And there's 28 days and 4 weeks, not 30 or 31. So it's definitely 9 months.
Yeah, either way.
It's just math.
It doesn't matter to me. It's just when the baby shows up. And listen, the baby can come early, the baby can come late. We don't know. We don't know. When is
I had one do that. I had one decide that she was coming early and nobody would believe me either. And I was like, no, you don't understand this. This ain't my first rodeo. Like, help.
When is the baby due, Barbie?
Well, it's technically they consider it 40 weeks from the start of a cycle.
No, I'm talking about the baby now, the current one.
Oh, Keith's baby? Like next week, probably.
Oh, okay. Who's Keith? I have no idea. I was thinking you'd be like, you'd have like a pregnant horse or a pregnant pig or, something.
I don't have anything pregnant right now. I got rid of my roosters. I stopped messing with that. And yeah, my mare's not knocked up. We're not doing that. Baby horses are awesome, but they're a lot of work.
Have you ever had one of those mini horses that I see like online?
No, I've been so tempted so many times. The problem is you have to worry about when you have full-size horses, them getting kicked because they're right at the bad level for that. I have really chill horses. They'd probably be okay. But what if I get another horse that isn't chill? It would be a whole thing.
It's basically a dog, right? That's what it is.
Like kind of. I mean, I call the one that was on the stream with us that likes to dress up like a unicorn and come on camera. I call him my big dog. He would come in the house with me. He just likes to hang out. If I'm outside working, he'll just follow me around, watch everything I'm doing. When I was out there building the chicken coop, I mean, when I painted it, he had half the paint on his face because he was just helping.
Right in there. Huh?
That's what he does.
Uh-oh, Deborah Deep. Adam says it's called a pocket horse. Is that the official name?
That sounds like a nickname, but it could
sounds
be.
Like a made-up name, like a pocket bike.
Just we got the mini cows too. I kind of want one of those, but I've threatened to get goats before.
I wonder if a small toddler could ride a little mini horse. Not sure how strong they are.
Yes.
So
when I lived in suburbia still, one of my kids wanted a petting zoo for her birthday party. And so I just I hired the petting zoo, but then I also got my friend to bring her mini horse over, and she picked that mini horse because the kids could ride it. So we just walked him around.
That's awesome. My son will probably be all over that horse.
Neighborhood, walking around the pool.
Oh yeah, my son would be all over that horse, start riding all over the place, trying to, get it going. So we're kind of holding this 50 level. It leads me to believe it. If it does break, we might get a bounce off the 25 there.
That would mean we're consolidating on the 15-minute, right?
Yeah, we're for sure consolidating.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that would be a 15-minute break, basically.
We are breaking structure on the 5-minute to the downside, which is a little scary, but we'll see.
And it is the high of the opening range also.
Indeed, I didn't even notice that. I do have it marked out there in white.
I think this is that oversold conditions that we were getting into on the higher time frame charts just finally coming into play. So Even though there's room for the higher time frames to have a little bit of lift, it's just getting too heavy. So, at a point, the dam's got to break.
Guys, as you guys, new people come in, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed.
Yeah, we had a technical glitch, had to restart the stream. Plus, how do we know you're not a bot? You must be a bot if you don't know how to hit the like. Show you're not a bot. Show you're real. Real traders only.
Gold's going straight up. Yeah, it kind of is grinding up. I do
I'm
watch gold. Yeah.
I'm still playing silvers too, so I'm waiting for that one to make another move. We got a nice gap up. I want it to hold that and
Oh, silver is, huh? It's actually approaching VWAP here. If it gets above there, she could be gone. Could retest that 965. We'll see. I'm not pressing the button on no silver, though. I can't do that. Not today. Not today. I can't be that crazy.
Well, I decided to not go full degen, and I'm playing the options and the SLV equity, but it's been very good to me in the past few weeks.
Yeah, we're at 107 likes, guys. I don't know if bots can hit the like button or not. The bots have gotten more advanced. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I had bots in my chat talking to me, asking me off the wall questions the other night. It was insane. I was like, my chat rate's normally like a 3 or a 4. My chat rate was a 24 with the same number of people. Like, what is going on? Like, so Rocky Mountain, we know you're a bot for sure.
Silver calls you. Yes, I know. That's why instead of trying to pick these little intraday moves where it can get real scary, it can get real fun too, but it can also get real scary. That's why I've been doing it where I can have a little bit more controlled risk. Yeah. And that account's really big. I've been working on this account since 2000. So it is a more fun account these days. And so I can go a little bit heavier on it.
26 years you've been working on that one? Oof.
Technically.
That's some consistency there.
I started day trading this stuff in 2020. Well, no, I bought. So the most fun was like I bought stuff and then I forgot.
You were like, oh,
that's the best way to trade. You buy stuff and then you forget about that account. You go to college, you do all the things, and then you're like, oh, I wonder how that old account is.
That's kind of effectively what happened to a lot of people with Bitcoin, right? Like, oh, I have 1,000 Bitcoin on this old PC. Let me go find it. So
that's the hard thing. You can't just like reset your password on your Bitcoin.
Yeah, that one guy digging through the I don't know if you saw that, digging through the landfill for like 5 years.
I saw that. And he never got it.
Never found it. Looking for an old PC. So
like that is crazy.
Insane. I never forget about money, just so you know. If I got money parked somewhere, I'm going to remember.
Oh, I totally forgot about this account because it wasn't anything at the time. But then, like 15 years later, you go remember about it. It's up a lot.
Yeah, I always remember mine. I don't have enough to just lay around.
But 2020 is when I started day trading, so that's when it got really fun. So that was what I ended up. Once I knew what I was doing, I turned that into a retirement account.
Nice. I don't even remember when I started. I think it was like 2022 or I don't know. I can't remember. 23 maybe.
That's why everyone's like, well, how's your account? Well, I have lots of accounts. And that's part of the thing for me is having different things that I manage differently. So even if you're day trading futures, a lot of the goal can be to set up an investment account where you're buying all of these things and holding them over time because some of the stuff, I mean, even if you'd bought the SPY index, the S&P 500 ETF 5 years ago, you've made over 100% on that just on holding.
Yeah.
Just having it sit there.
And that's not something that you would typically expect, but like it's just been going up,
Yeah. So then your goals grow. It's like, okay, so I've got that one going. Maybe I can set up a trust account that everyone can enjoy later. And then you can trade that too. And you can set up IRAs that you can manage. And so that's the cool thing about trading is once you kind of learn to read charts and trade, you can bring it into other things too, and slower trades and long-term holds.
Guys, we do have Matt coming up next here in about a minute, so get ready for him. If you guys are joining us from Matt's stream, please hit the like button on the way in so we don't have to ask for it again. We appreciate it. Let's see what we're up to.
Popped up at that ES80. We might be getting down. We're not there to that NASDAQ spot either. I was looking at 320. We're not quite there.
Yeah, we're kind of holding that 80. 150 likes. Let's go. You cut trees down? Trade, we need those trees. We got to be able to breathe.
Now.
Oh,
this would be that spot though. If we get back below there and then come back and hold it and make a new swing low, that's that spot that I'd be looking for that confirmation. 68.80.
Yeah, kind of makes sense. It just wicked below it. Almost tagged me in there. Did not quite get me.
I know NASDAQ's not moving quite as low. I wish it was. It would make this easier.
Like it missed me by 4 ticks. 4 ticks. Great. I'll still leave the order there. I think it's still fine. You're I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to say it. You're a master mechanic? Let's go, Ryan. Nice job. I like mechanics. You can never go wrong with being a mechanic. So
I'm trying to figure out which one you can't read.
I don't know what it is. So I'm just not going to say it. It
Engineer
says
at Bosch?
No. Anyways, we're tagged in. No worries. All right. Well, Matt's coming up next, guys. Get your sunglasses on. Get ready. We did get tagged in on this long. I'll let you guys know tomorrow how it worked out. So we do appreciate you guys watching, and I guess we'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us, y'all. Appreciate.
What's up, friends? How's it going? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hit that like button, friends. How y'all doing today? I love that the song is back. What's up, friends? Music is too short. You need more. You need more of the song. Yeah, I don't have the audio turned on, so I can't even hear the cue of the song, though. But I'm glad they're playing it for you guys. I was just dancing to no music. So 50K today, down to 40K, though. I did try to take a long stab at this, and I'm kind of in like half of my gain so far. But yeah, I was kind of taking the long side tree there, and I just added to it. But I think I'm going to bail on this. Been waiting for some kind of like random. The only thing that's going to pop this market up, like I've been shorting all morning, by the way. Most of my trades have just been short. And now I've been sort of like taking that mindset of at any moment in time, somebody's going to say something, maybe not today, but maybe this week, Trump or somebody else going to say something. And then we just get that quickie little pop. And then I'm in it for the ride. Like that's kind of what I want. Matt's extra close to the camera. Yeah, they like back in. You guys need to not clip my face so much. Zoom out a little bit. Let me do. I don't think I can go any further out though. Can you guys, directors in the back, y'all are kind of zoomed into my face a little bit. So make sure y'all can. I noticed that the other day. Yeah. I can only go so far on my camera. What's up, guys? All right. So I'm not liking this trade at all. I did add to it to bet. I was trying to take the long 71. But this is kind of about where my stop is going to be. It's like 300 levels. So my desire was to have a long setup from here inside of here to bet that we got above there. And that was all I was trying to do. Did they do it a little bit better? Yeah, that's actually a little bit better. Okay, hold on. All right. I'm going to fix my camera a little bit, though, because I have my camera. You'll have to do it one more time. Hold on. There we go. I'm in, I'm out, I'm zoom in, I'm zoom out. Okay, there we go. All right. Y'all can fix it to what my camera normally settings are. All right. Okay, giving back 10 of the 50 I've made. So I was kind of, nothing is bullish in this market right now. Everything is bad. It's back to the same tariff feelings that we've had back in January of this last year. Same crap, same thing. And I think Wall Street hasn't forgotten that, that mode that we were in. S&P's already back down to open. Man, I took the coin flip the wrong freaking side. I was betting that this is where we stayed, though, like that we just kind of stayed on this trajectory. Didn't think we were gonna. It's kind of cliche to jump in and keep shorting this. I was shorting this all morning, and now I'm like, let me maybe take it to the long side from here. But it only is going to move higher if we get some kind of resolution or some kind of news or some kind of something that's going on with all this Greenland, Europe tariff stuff. I mean, it's the same behavior. I think that like Trump just makes up stuff once a year to get the market to move. Like in December, the market wasn't rallying. So he could tell his Wall Street buddies like, hey, I'm going to start some crap with Greenland right now. Wait for the dip to buy. I don't know. I think that's what's going on. Same crap, different year. Every year there's some kind of tariff global catastrophe. Hold on. Okay. Let me do this really quick. I'll give you guys the further zoom. Yeah, all right. I think I am done with this one. I wanted to be long in a position in case we got some kind of announcement or like, okay, psych, we're not going to do this, tariff stuff, or like I got off the phone with the guys in Denmark, things are good. Been waiting to basically I just want to be positioned for that. I didn't want to bet on the market falling apart. I want to be positioned just in case there was that candle that comes out, or you basically just, holding key supports and then crossing your fingers and sort of like betting that something's going to happen with not knowing that it's going to happen. But it's very valuable if it does. And like I said, I'm not very bullish anymore. All the signs we woke up today have been bearish. Almost all of my trades that I've been doing, everything has been shorting. So that's kind of like the name of the game today. It's just been shorting. That's it. And now I'm trying to like hop along to the north side here. I didn't put too big of a position on there, just 12. But we are at the S&P open, and this could get a little crazy. We did lose MHP there, so I'm a little worried. All right. What do y'all think, man? It looks pretty doomed to me. I don't know. Now let's finally pick up momentum to the downside. Like I said, I feel like it's a cliche to jump in and keep shorting this. Like that's the obvious thing to do. But that's why I'm not going to do it. I've got a feeling that it's not going to rally to new highs, but I wanted to see this closing. See this again. This is hitting, like this is a technical limit here. I was kind of hoping that this would sort of like make its way into here and then stable out here in the middle, like not just sell off straight from here, but it does have those January vibes from earlier in 2025. I can feel it. So I don't know. That's just me though. Yeah. All right. So I'm kind of like, essentially I'm giving myself 60 points of stop now. And this is right on the edge of that. I'm using my arbitrage indicator to tell me what the actual cycling of the market is with the NASDAQ. And it seems about 60 points is about how much give or take, I'm going to have on this. Can the YouTube mod see if a user is idle? Asking for a friend. What do you mean? Can see if a user is idle. A user of what? A user of YouTube? You think you're going to accumulate to manipulate to go higher? I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that. It is sort of like flipping all over the place here. I probably should trim out on this green candle though. Like if I was smart, I should probably trim out and start taking a little bit of the loss here. That was flipping the coin to the wrong direction. I was betting that we were holding to break. Slides are pretty decent. They still are somewhat okay, but like I said, I don't know. I don't know. I want to be engaged long in case we get a big, flip to the positive side. Again, we're so sensitive to news right now with the state of VIX. All you're gonna see if, like I said, it's all news driven at this point. As long as it's quiet, we're gonna chop inside of here. But if something good comes out or something bad comes out, we're gonna move. So I'm not taking this in all my accounts. I'm just playing it in a couple, and that's it. Keeping it light. VIX has been moving pretty quickly above 1767. We call this our triple B, which is our contango midpoint. VIX expires tomorrow morning. VIX options for monthly for the VIX, and then so VIX futures tonight we should get a new level for this. So let's double check really quick what the next contract is in VX. Actually, H, I think, is the March. No, J. No, H, G, F is 1943. That's now. G, it's February 1955. So forward curve is relatively flat. So we're going to be opening like right at this contango midpoint again. All right. Yeah, so tonight we roll into new futures contract. We'll be like rolling into that contango midpoint again, like right on the edge of it. Don't forget the like button, you guys. Yeah, so essentially it's like Trump does this thing where, he stirs the world up and the market response. Maybe wonder why December and January has not been such a loaded bull market where it feels like everything's going up. It almost feels like half of Wall Street knew that Trump was going to start some tariff nonsense again. They've been holding off and waiting for like a better dip. I feel like this is the reality of what we're dealing with. Like I've been asking myself, like, why with great economic data and all this stuff are people still not bullish in this market? Then all of a sudden January comes around, the new fiscal year. Let's wait until a few weeks in the new fiscal year and let's announce some news that's going to dip the market. That makes sense, right? I mean, it's like not like Trump does the same thing every single year, because he does. Now, are people a little gun shy from like last year? Are they thinking like 2 months of selling and crashing and that's where we are? Or, 10% tariffs on a handful of European countries, is that devastating crash level market news? Is that what's happening? People are waiting for another generational low dip to buy from, another March sort of situation like we had last year. I don't know, but it definitely doesn't feel like that bullishness didn't feel like it was happening. And I was puzzled because I was asking myself every day, why are we not rallying? Doesn't make sense. Why the stocks are just sitting flat. And I convinced myself maybe it was earnings, right? Got earnings coming up and, maybe people are just kind of wait for earnings to be the big catalyst, the big mover to move it higher. Okay, maybe it's earnings, right? So I thought maybe earnings would be it. And then now it seems to come out that all of a sudden we have some news events and catalysts coming through that, now the market's selling off. There's some new tariff stuff. Only one makes you wonder, Like, how many people on Wall Street are like in the know of, hey, in January, I'm gonna poke at Greenland, maybe hold on buying until then. Who knows? What is Wall Street world is like that. So this kind of explains a lot if this is what was going on. People are like, I think some tariffs are going to come down the pipeline. Let me go ahead and not be long now and let's wait for some dips. I think that that's the general mentality I'm feeling, which explains a lot about why the market has not been so hyper bullish despite good economic data. It's just so sensitive to this news and this tariff situation. Even though 10% tariffs is not market crashing news, people still sell off because they believe it's going to sell off because other people are going to sell off. That's just the way they're trading it. So that is kind of the place we're at. You hope we get another generational dip. I mean, I honestly hope that too. I mean, that's always good for me. I loved trading last dip. That was so great for me. Man, that was hopeful. This 300 level is basically my point of no return here. This is a dangerous place to trade from, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I was flipping the coin for something better, but it looks like it's about to just fall underneath me. I should. I'm allowing a larger, wider stop of this is about it though. It's time to go. Trim that out. Gave back a lot of my gains here. All right, I'm out of that one. Kind of sucks. But like I really was like trying so hard to not do anything here. And then the repeated bounces with better conditions, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and do it. But it looks like we're falling below today's open on SPY and probably gonna continue to sell. I'll lock in what I got though. Why not short? Why not flip a coin? I've been shorting all morning. I made 50K this morning. Well, 40K now. Kind of got exhausted on shorting. It was breaking a key. It was breaking a key long pivot. So that's it. Just taking one chance on that one. And now I'm out. So I'm going to wait. Oh yeah, dude. All my stuff is green. Yeah, but losing those key levels. My trade was off of here, basically off of this area right here to take the bounce, and things looked pretty good, but as of right now, it just doesn't have that sort of same that same sort of lineup. Yeah, kind of sucky. I was like telling myself earlier, I'm like, I'm completely satisfied with how much I've done today. I don't need to be doing much else. So let's look at the pieces here, right? We have been feeling a lack of a strong bull market. Hold on one second. Hold on. Oh my God. Okay. We've been feeling a really strong lack of a good bull market, right? And I think that it needed some kind of catalyst or event to make the market move. And I think that today is proving how sensitive we are to just about anything. And until I say until earnings comes through, I don't think we have any sort of bull directional movement until earnings is over. I think after that is when we'll probably get the move. So, I mean, from the way that it's looking now, it does feel like we're going to have like a January, February situation. If I have my glass on upside down while you're shorting the market, LOL. My trades today were all shorts pretty much for the most part. shorting. I just short scalped this all day long. This is the last time I decided to finally flip to the long side, but that was the wrong choice. But the opportunity was there. So like I said, it would have been another, 40 grand if I was right. But it looks like I'm wrong. And probably falling 68.41 is like my low target here. On the S&P and NASDAQ, I don't really have one drawn up here. But that's probably it. Another hour of selling, I would say, is probably on the table. I like how the new iPhone update was like, we'll filter out all your spam calls. Yet I still get some that say spam risk, and it still rings through. You didn't know Trump was speaking? Trump is always speaking. When is he never speaking? Any possibility of long here? No, not for me, not anymore. I allowed myself a little bit extra room on this one. ARB is allowing me to utilize the expected volatility. 80 points up and down is about how much we can lose as far as volatility goes. So I allowed myself like a 60 point stop earlier, or closer to 70 with a smaller position, like just 10 contracts, 12 contracts. Yeah, but I still get the phone calls. It was like, we'll filter your phone calls for you. If AT&T recognizes it as a spam call, then it'll filter and go straight to voicemail. Yet it still says spam caller, and then it still rings. It's just like the guy will start ranting at a karaoke mic if you let him. I imagine what it would be like at a karaoke bar. Trump is supposed to go up there and sing. He would just start talking. Oh, the music's playing. Man, I like China. Like, they're great. We're friends. Go to Greenland. Like, sir, the song is playing. I'll get to it. Oh, this is more of like an untradeable region. So a couple things I'll talk about with my style. Below this green line, this resistance level here, whenever we trade below this line, it's normally classified as like a sit out day. I didn't stream on the holiday, but I also had like maybe like a 10K or 11K something up day, like that day as well on the overnight. Monday, the half day. But I didn't stream because of the holiday, but the night before I was doing a little bit of trading. Can I open the Trump speech when it starts, please? No, you guys just open it. It's better if y'all do it because there's a delay on the stream. And, people would want to hear it in real time rather than hear it like 5 seconds delayed or whatever, or 20 seconds delayed. It's better for y'all to hear it live while y'all are watching me because I'm in the past for you. So whenever you're watching something, it's probably 10 to 20 seconds in the past on this stream. So you're going to want to see the action first, and then I'll react to it like 20 seconds later. ARB dump, yeah. There's a couple stocks that are just flip-flopping around key areas. Anyways, today, okay. Rules, I'm saying below this green line, I don't normally do any shorts, but I was shorting all morning because I had conviction for that with all the indicators and bear market indicators. So bearish. I was shorting every pop, essentially. And I sat out for like an hour. And then finally here, I was like, okay, maybe I'll take the long trade there. And I didn't. I kind of like almost wish that I almost like wish that I traded smaller, but coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? For now, I don't have any evidence to take any kind of a trade. If we reclaim this MHP, I would want to long this, but I think today is a day I'm going to choose to not do anything further. And we'll see what happens there. It's hard to think that we continue to sell though, but maybe we just hold inside of this range. I don't think we break highs anymore. It's clearly trying to trend lower. It's very possible the next hour just dumps. I don't want to be long in case that happens. And I don't want to be like wasting my time further. I'm so far up today, it's like not even that big of a deal. If I miss out on a day, I'm okay with that. I've had a killer week and a killer day. Killer last week. Inside of this area, I'm always hesitant to, like, my rules of thumb, whenever you're below the lower DD band, which is what we call risk interval band, this is basically it. I can shorts. When I say no shorting, it's like no directional shorting. Like, let me just short for the market to crash out. This no shorting thing actually means like no, it means no like directional shorting. I'll take short scalps, but that's basically it. I'll take longs only from strong pivots if I have them, and I take small trades on that, and that's basically how I do it. Hold on. Let me prepare just in case I want to do something here. Oops. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I'm just managing my stuff here really quick. All righty. What the heck? Okay. All right, now we're back. S&P has fallen below today's open for SPY and slightly open. Slightly below open. And so now I'm just looking to see what happens. Like I said, if we reclaim MHP, I should be long. But like I said, this last kind of price action, this last hour is a little kind of like blah to me. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm really feeling it. Mm-hmm. What are you talking about, chat? Chess? You're talking about chess? What's going on with that? Don't be short in the hole. Yeah, the reason I don't pick directional shorts on a move that has already moved this much is because I'd rather just sit out and 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 then wait for the opportunity where that long trade happens. And then I can get that recovery to the long side. I hate chasing lows because markets, when they sell off, are always volatile. So they move around a lot even when they're selling. So for directional shorting, I will be known to take short scalps off of a key pivot if I have the confluence, but it's scalps. It's like in and out and in and out and out because it's going to be choppy. No directional shorting is more like the idea of, yes, it's the downward move, but it's more like sit out of the market and like wait. Because the last thing you want to be is in a market like this and in a short trade, and you're one Trump tweet away from a green candle that goes straight up, and you don't want to be short, picking up like a couple short pennies before that steamroller comes through and knocks you over. Like, all Trump has to say is, I got off the phone with Denmark and we're going to pause the tariffs for for the next 30 days. And you got a candle like this, okay, in like a second. And then it could eventually sell back off from there. But that is what's going to happen. We've been trading this long enough to know the response of this market, which is why I was like, let me just plant along just in case. And now it's stopped me out. But in all honesty, that is the move that's worth taking. If that news comes through today, tomorrow, never, you never know, right? But it's a little hard to guess when that's going to happen. But essentially, in these kind of environments, I'm going to be primed to be long from some strong position, from a very strong pivot. But I don't know from here. There's not a place for me to actually be in a long from. Be crazy if you send it to gap fill. Yeah, like something like that. I mean, almost, very possible that kind of happens. But boy, it is looking really kind of weird on this hourly chart. Is looking a little suspect. Let's look at the bigger chart here. Let me go back to here. Yeah, like it doesn't look good, right? Gap down, trade down, never looks good. And the last time we had something like that was like this day right here, right? Kind of worries a lot of people, like a gap down, trade down, then we just plunge like that. This is the fear everybody has, that we just walk lower and fall like this. Is that going to happen though? This was at the peak of like months of selling. I don't think we have a situation like that, but I think Wall Street is kind of like hesitant because of that, especially if we close lows today. That tomorrow is just not open and sell. Like I said, if we have weeks of selling into earnings, that's not going to be uncommon. This feeling that I have of the market, the way it's moving now, is pretty common for that sort of behavior. But earnings, like I said, we may be pricing in a little lower so we can absorb the burp up on earnings too. Big tech is going to be the big deciding factor. Congrats to the winners, by the way. Congrats to all of you. All right. Our arbitrage indicator has had some of the lowest lows we've ever seen in it, almost down to 100 earlier today. It's crazy how it was negative and then it went positive and then it's negative again. There's a lot of key stocks flip-flopping. It's mostly been ABGO and Google today. Have been doing like the flip-flopping. So we're watching some key stocks essentially, call the day. Google was its upward trajectory is sort of like pivoting right on the edge there. Google and ABGO, same thing, kind of sitting there at the half gap with room to move. And ABGO was what we lost earlier when we lost MHP, which sort of brought the market down a little bit. This is where I pulled the plug earlier on the trade, right at 300. So about here. I was long and I pulled the plug. Maybe that was the dumb decision, but we'll see. I don't know. I have seen days like this that like crawl their way back up. And I kind of still maybe want to try it. But I don't have indicators that are telling me to take it. I know, I'm like totally. No FOMO. Just let it be. No FOMO. Is there any giveaway? Yeah, we already happened. All right, no FOMO today. No. Just let it happen. You're up, Matt. Don't mess it up. It's huge winning streak since Christmas. Can't remember if I lost one day between Christmas and now, but I'm up almost 160, whatever looked at this morning, $160,000, $70,000. Oh, 160 now since Christmas on the big account. or that's the main account. So I don't love this market environment. We'll get back to a really good market maybe after earnings. I just have this fear, man, that earnings is going to dump this market, man. That's just like my fear. You know what I'm saying? Am I trading live with MFFU? I do have a live account with MFFU, but that's not what's on my stream. This is just a personal brokerage account. This is 250,000 real dollars. So this is just me just straight trading a live brokerage account. Yeah. Not a prop account on the screen. But I did trade MyFundedFutures for a while, and I do have a live account. So I've been through it. Same thing you guys are going through with MyFundedFutures. I loved it. I love the experience. It was such a good time. To me, it's the best prop firm out there, hands down. That's why I'm here. And they're not paying me to say that either. My prop scoring model that I made ranks them very highly. How do you apply for the streamer role? The streamers have already been chosen. However, the afternoon streamer is in the final 3 people. We're doing tiebreakers to narrow down. We're in the final 3. That's the predicament. Although all 3 of them are fantastic, and we could probably have them at different times, stream at different times they wanted to. For now, we just have 2 positions open. The nighttime streamer has been chosen, and the afternoon streamer, we're narrowing down between, the fine details of who the absolute best fit is for that time slot. I'm trying to talk to both of them today. When's the prop scoring model come out? I got a message from my developer about it last night, and this is what he said. We're working on one of the specific pages. I can't tell you what page it is. He's working on a specific page graphically. The admin is almost firmly done. Program on the server side, almost finished. Working on logs and a few other things. Integrating some APIs. And then next week, we'll make a sandbox to test it out. So the admin portion is the biggest part for the control side of the website. So I'm assuming we'll have a usable, workable prototype by the end of the month. It should be cool, which is exciting. We finally wrapped up our boot camp. It got interrupted a lot because of the holidays, but if you guys came to the boot camp, did y'all enjoy it? We gave it to you guys for free, by the way. You don't have to pay for it. Did you enjoy your boot camp training? Did you gain some insight from it? Did you learn that markets like this are going to be hard to trade no matter how much you do? Yeah. MHP breaks, no joke. Kind of avoid irrational market. Take it easy. Oh man, from here it's looking a little tough. Which way are we going? I think my call is to the downside. I don't have strong conviction either way. It is very flip floppy, and we're one tweet away from, you know, another percent move. So it is a little dangerous to kind of take a stance from here. I don't think this is the place to buy the dip from to be a big long reversal trade, to be honest. I think we got another week or so for this Greenland stuff to develop. That's just my thought. Oops, that green isn't supposed to be there. Where's S&P sitting here? 68, 66. Days like this, though, make me think of like, you know, like the finale of the day is like something like this. It sort of ends up over here. I think that this is more likely than upside move from here. That's just my take on it, though. Like everything just looks bad. And it's starting to speed up a little bit. Ever since we lost this 68.71 level a little bit ago, you can see that the market is like, if you're just watching the order flow, it's flowing pretty southward. You can see that the market's just loose to the downside. There's not a lot of resistance to falling. You're starting to see some short coverings, people starting to buy here and stuff, but it's not like you're not feeling that strong pressure there. Even this up movement earlier there was like not that big of a bump. Yeah. Kind of just want to sit on my hands, do nothing else for the rest of the day. You know, I started playing Arc Raiders last week. I don't know if you guys are gamers. If y'all played Arc Raiders, I love it. Huge fan. It's like my new favorite game. So I just been like, maybe that's just when I'll do that this afternoon. Take the afternoon off, chill, play some Arc Raiders. In like 4 days or 5 days of playing, I'm grind out to like level maybe 35. Yeah, so good. And then I got iDog playing it with me, so she got an account, and we were like, we were both playing and running through damn battlegrounds. You know, I was like running her around the outskirts and taking her to loot, and then I took her on her first event. We went to Electromagnetic Storm, and she was like getting struck by lightning like every other time. It was so funny, trying to get the hang of like when to dodge lightning and stuff. She'd like be buried in the menus, looting something. We were running around scrapping art careers, you know, during that event because you get some good drops. And she was like, "Why does the lightning keep striking me?" That was fun. Like maybe that's what I'll do this afternoon. Like no trading, take the afternoon off, and just game. Keep my hands off of this. Let this market die off, and try to keep my hands clean. You know, a little bit. That's just my take on it. You guys been playing Arc Raiders is awesome. So y'all been playing. Oh, nice. White Tech been playing it. Grease been playing it. Jesus been playing it. Kev. There you go. Good stuff. I'm starting to get bored with Battlefield because like, you know, I played all the maps. I mean, I did all the challenges, and Battlefield is never not fun. I was just starting to get like burned out on it because I was playing it like nonstop when I had time. Play Fortnite. I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of like cartoony looking games, although Fortnite does look fun. Yeah, Arc is great. But the thing that makes it good is like RNG to you get your blueprints to craft your like best gear is all RNG. So you're just grinding and grinding to get your best gear. But the thing that makes that game so good is just the same thing that used to make all your old school RPGs so good. If you guys, I don't know if you guys remember playing Ultima Online, right? So these days, people are playing like World of Warcraft and stuff. It's very handholdy, right? You die, you respawn, all of your hard work is still there in your inventory, you're fine. Ultima Online days, though, it's an online role-playing game, right? You're running around the wilderness. If you get killed by anything or a person, everything that you have is gone. They take it from you. So the excitement was always there that like, who do you trust? Who can you trust? Who can't you trust? The minute you're in the wilderness, whatever you have is gone. Arc Raiders kind of brings that back. Although you only lose what's on your person. But that's what makes that kind of game fun is the idea that when you spawn into an area, you run into somebody, you run into them and they run into you, and you like one of them pulls out their gun and you pull yours out and you're like, are you friendly? And like, are you friendly? All right, I won't shoot if you won't shoot. And the interaction is just really funny. So I was having a good time playing that. What's my gamer tag name? If you go to my Discord, I'll give it to you, but this is my gamer tag in most games. Menace. That's it with 2 A's. That's been my gamer tag since I used to play Halo 1 days. I don't know what the numbers are though at the end of that for my, but I have my Steam ID. I'll give it to you if you go to my Discord. Yeah, the 3 Spider-Man meme. You're like, yeah. But no, I was really enjoying it. I had a good time playing it. So, I love like just time. Like I'm a huge, and I describe it like Fallout because I'm a huge fan of Fallout. It's like if you took half of Fallout and made it a game, that'd be kind of what it is. Fallout 76. You're just running around, gathering materials, scrapping them, building makeshift weapons, and then just surviving the wilderness that wants to kill you in post-apocalyptic world. That's why I love Fallout so much. I love Fallout the game. I love Fallout the show. Play with Hideock. Why do I even need Arc Raiders? LOL. Anyways. Guys, I feel like this market's going to continue to sell off today for the last hour. I think this 68.41 is doable, although I just hate like jumping in and trying to short on a low like this. I want to be long so bad, but I have no evidence that the market's going to move to the upside. So we're going to find lower lows, I think, next week through all of this. And the next, like maybe the next big news event might be the big upside day. Maybe the night before, some kind of CPI or not CPI, PCE or whatever. And then earnings, of course. Oh, you like the Fallout show? Oh yeah. Fallout does some great fan service, but also it's good if you've never played the game. It's a very entertaining show. If you like any kind of zombie kind of movie or zombie show, Walking Dead, and you like dark comedy, it's Fallout's kind of like comically gory, and you'll really like it. Wait, they're doing a remake of Fallout 3 in New Vegas? Somebody told me that the other day. Was that you that told me that? They're remaking those. Those are great. Dude, I bought them when Steam had a sale. I bought Fallout 3 and I bought New Vegas. But you can't play them anymore. It's not the same. You can't play it on a 4K computer with high def. It's a tiny little 1080p window. I mean, it's pretty bad. So a remake would be fantastic. Both of those would be good. They need to release Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah. They have to do that. They're not even going to make a new Fallout game until they make the new Elder Scrolls game. They said that at one of the shows, electronic shows. Walton Goggins plays a great goal. Dude, his character is goated, man. Like in that show, oh, he's great. Like Yeah, he brought that character to life. It's kind of funny though, because whenever, if you don't play the Fallout game, there's nothing important about the ghouls. They're just like people that survived and are covered in radiation. But he turned the ghoul into a lead character. They're not lead characters. They're just things that try to attack in the wilderness. And of course, some of the games, the ghouls are like main protagonist or antagonist, if that's the thing. And he does a great job at it. All right. I did stop out of that trade. That did knock me down about 13 grand. Not a big deal. I'm still up and everything else. I haven't touched anything else. I did this one account, one trade, try to buy at MHP. I had a 60-point stop set on this one because I was allowing for the volatility. And right now, it just still says there's 90 points of overshoot possible. I mean, this ARB indicator has been off the charts to the downside. I would say that a lower target on the S&P, probably 68.41, if not even lower. And it does feel like today it just wants to fall straight down. I don't have any desire to catch a dip or to bag hold this further. And I feel like it is speeding up. And it's probably going to start speeding up faster. Gold's pushing 4,800. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at that. And this world decided to fall apart pretty quick, man. This gold trade and silver trade, this is just nuts. I like how when the world gets all crazy scared about tariffs and stuff, gold is taking off. I wonder what silver is doing. It's doing the same thing. Likely doing similar. Man, just remember like how crazy that seemed when it was happening. We're still going to highs. I can't even, man. It's going parabolic. Like, are we just doomed? I mean, is the world falling apart? How can you explain this? These like crazy parabolic moves. The last time we had a big parabolic move was in 1980. Like, look at this. 1980. And then one more time after the financial recession, the 2010 rally. Like, what are we leading into? Like mega massive recessions here? Something people see that we don't see? All those Fed projections show all this great, awesome data. Man, I can't even tell you. But you can definitely feel since December, it just feels like Wall Street is not on the same page as far as wants to be bull this market from here. You can feel it. You can feel it in the trading. Every day, something's up and something else is down, and the market is not moving like it used to. So that's what I call like event-based trading. Now you can trade from event to event. The market will pivot on events. You need something to happen. On its own, people are not bullish this market anymore. You need some kind of event to trigger a squeeze or trigger something. So big calendar events, CPIs, PPIs, PCEs, non-farms, all that stuff. One of those things is going to flip it, or earnings, right? And it could just be earnings, I think. And the big part of the scare is people don't think their earnings are going to turn out to be the way they are, even though like Taiwan Semiconductor turned out great. Wait, you can't hear me? What? I'm muted again. Okay, now I'm back. I don't know what's going on with the thing, but seems to be some kind of glitch. We're back. Okay, y'all can hear me? Okay, good. Am I good? Alrighty. Just one person. Okay. False alarm. We're good. Is it them? Usually I err to the side that it's them, but on occasion it has been me. Muted on accident. Dude, when I look at the silver and gold chart, it makes me worried. Like there's something that Wall Street is like initiating a panic right now. And it doesn't feel as bad as it did last January. You can just feel that selling pressure. You could feel it. It doesn't feel like it now, like it's happening now, but it feels like it's getting to that, right? The customer is always wrong. There you go. What do you guys? You like my t-shirt today? Look at this. Bam. Rocking the good one. Well, I'll say 68.41 is the target. And I don't want to be in a trade to it. I want to watch and see if it gets there and what happens. Or Trump's talking. Yeah, so be on the lookout for days Trump is going to talk, or and usually that's not going to be the big reveal of something new, or just like random like news press tweets. Keep his Truth Social up and like listen to him talk. He's going to say something at some point to de-escalate, and that's the move up. Greenland has deployed additional number of troops, Denmark has, to defend Greenland from the United States. What the heck is going on? Denmark and United States. What a time to live. Who would have ever thought U.S. and Denmark could be going to war with Greenland? What kind of world is this that we live in? Like Russia and China just sitting back, like eating popcorn, like, let's see how this plays out. Like, yeah, Greenland, World War III nukes, the market's on the fence. Like, what a time to be alive. Wasn't it just like a couple years ago when we got out of that 2022 recession and we're like, things are fine, man. We're for the best bull market we've ever seen. Trump tries to bully the world with tariffs, just ruin everybody's fun. I think Europe and China will pull the U.S. market. You mean the U.S. stock market? I feel like everybody's pulling out of the U.S. stock market right now. I think there's this panic is, it's just characteristic of a normal thing. I like to think that it'll de-escalate, but I think this time around, I feel like there's a small chance it's going to keep getting worse. Like, I don't know. Well, he wants Greenland so bad for strategic purposes. I get it. When the polar ice caps melt and all this stuff, and at 1,000 years, we're going to be glad that we owned Greenland. I get it. I see the vision. Sure. You know, it's habitable land when whatever. I get it. Strategic for North Atlantic trade. I get it. But like, is it really like that necessary? Can we just have a bull market? Can we just have a normal bull market? Somebody says, thanks to all you dumb Texas voters. Hey, we're not all that dumb. You know, the first time around, what other option did you have? You know what I mean? It's either him or Hillary. Talk about a worse situation. It would have made a whole lot worse. Oh, and the rare earth stuff. Yeah, that's true. The rare earth metals and everything. Am I seriously trying to put logic to Trump? He always has some kind of a plan. There's always a greater plan cooking. You know, they got something planned there, I guess. I don't know. Debt, maybe debt, yeah. Russia and China are celebrating, just sitting back eating their popcorn. They don't even have to do anything. All right. No, there's a plan. It's just not an understood plan. He's not just trying to like, you know, destroy the world. He's obviously got a bigger goal in mind that benefits him or us or whatever. Yeah, you got to keep that in mind. Everything he's doing, he's trying to benefit something on the home turf. But we just never really understand fully what it is. Anyways, our job is to not be polarized about politics or his plan is shorting the market. Yeah. Our plan as traders is not to be polarizing with each other. We're a community. Our politics is let's make some money together. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal here. Who cares? Like these people, hate these people. I was talking about this morning. When I make commentary on this, it only is to predict the stock market. Like, my job is not to, you know, I'm a Texan. I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote. I don't vote, by the way. I have a whole stance behind that because I'm Texas. My vote would be red no matter, or the Republican wins no matter what. Even though I am Republican, that's why I don't vote, because we win. And I don't want to go stand in line because I hate people. And that's it. And so I didn't vote for him, but I would have voted for him had I voted. So I'm not saying I wouldn't have, but either case, I don't like to be political on the stream. I really don't care about politics at all. But I was commenting on something, and people get angry when you start talking about politics, because people are very polarized about what they do or don't believe in. I'm kind of very neutral, so trust me, I'm all of your friends, maybe all of your enemy. I don't know. We're on the same page. I don't care that much. I only make commentary so I can predict when the market's gonna move. That's the only thing I really care about in the context of the stream. So when I start to say things, or he has a plan, doesn't have a plan, don't think I'm over here like, yay, let's go team. You know, I'm like, this is going to be resolved quick so that the market can continue to move. My goal is always to make my alliances align with me getting like mega fucking rich in life. That's all I care about. So my commentary for you guys, always know that we're going to be talking a lot about it next week or two. Anytime I bring it up, it's to guess the stock market. That's it. I promise. Yeah. So I don't have a political stance that really matters too much to me. I don't really fight causes or anything. My cause is to make money, baby. Both sides are the same side. Everyone's wrong. Everyone's right. Let's make money. That's the goal. That's the common theme here. I'd like to think that this will resolve quickly in the term of like weeks, maybe. Like Denmark putting troops in Greenland. Obviously, there's your escalation rhetoric. You always hear this stuff. Wall Street is going to be listening carefully to any changes in that. Like the rhetoric would go the other way around. Like, okay, Denmark brings their troops home, market goes up. Trump says, we're going to pause the tariffs for 30 days. When we work out a solution, market's going to go up. I've been trading Donald Trump's world going on year 6 now. The same thing the first time around. You guys went around 10, 12 years ago, whenever first time around, 10 years ago, sorry. It was the same song and dance. It was us and China and Russia, the same people, the same fight, the same bickering, the same tariff threats, everything. I just got used to the pattern. And that's the pattern. Listen for him talking to say something to bring it back. You know, you're going to have to kind of keep his Truth Social up at real time. And just every time it updates, you're like, oh, what's going on? It'll update and the market will fly. Like that's what's going to happen. Yeah, the same attitude. Yeah. Like, I just want to get rich. That's really all I care about. That's the extent at which I promise when my family gets together at dinner, we don't sit there and talk about politics. We're the least political family as it is. We're a family of intellectuals. Like we sit around and talk about high level conversations, philosophies and things like that. You know, we don't really work on the political combos don't make it to the dinner table. We don't have awkward Thanksgivings, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's it. Well, guys, it's time to go. I've run out of time. Well, thanks for tuning in. I know it's kind of like a sad sort of market. Kind of hate that we're in this mode again. Nobody likes bear markets. I mean, maybe some people do, but you know, the bull markets are so easy to trade and so much fun to trade. But anyways, be careful. Just keep in mind, we've been through this rhetoric before. It doesn't just resolve overnight. The market's going to be choppy and weird for a while. VIX expiration tomorrow morning, which means a new VIX contract tonight, and forward curve is flat, which is characteristic of a potential turnaround in the market. Can be another bearish month. Be careful. Earnings this month as well going to be crazy. But that's it. I'm out of here. I got to go back to my stream. I'll be streaming for just a little bit. Take the rest of the afternoon off. I love you guys. Don't forget to tune in tonight to see Steven, as always. Take care, and we'll see you later. Have a good day.